If you're looking for the best low budget wireless mouse around 700 rupees or even 600 rupees, then I think this can be your choice. It's a Logitech M235 wireless mouse, and this is the best mouse that you can get for that price tag. And I bought this mouse for around 600 rupees last year from Amazon, and I'm pretty well impressed with this performance. Now this mouse is priced around 700 rupees, but still, for that price also, this is an best mouse. But still, you can get this for around 600 rupees in some hot Amazon deal days. And also it has an 4.5 rating out of 5 in Amazon, even if it has a 10,000 watt, not 10,000 watt, more than 10,000 watt, around 11,000 watt, well, you can actually guess its performance from that. So in this video, I'm going to have a complete and detailed review about this mouse, and also let's see why this mouse is called the best mouse at that price tag. So let's get straight into the video. Logitech M235 wireless mouse, which is one of the best low budget wireless mouse that Logitech had ever launched. This mouse comes with a warranty of 3 years, which indeed is a great deal. And it's an high definition tracking mouse which uses an advanced optical tracking technology, which indeed help the mouse to be used in any surface except glass. Even if it's a low budget wireless mouse, Logitech had never compromised in its build quality. Its build quality is really amazing. It's made up of really good quality plastic, and also it has an rubberized sides, which indeed help us to use this mouse in a really comfortable way. Now, speaking of the design, it has a nice and a minimalistic design with an Logitech logo labeled at the back side of the device, and this has got an symmetrical design, which implies that you can use this in both your right and left hand, and also people using in left hand will be really impressed with this mouse. And this comes in 3 color variant: grey, blue and red. Now, speaking of the button, it has got 3 buttons: a left button, a right button, and also a button which is hidden inside a scroller. Now, what's special about this mouse is the receiver that we get from it. It's not a nano receiver, it's a special kind of receiver called an Unifying Receiver. That means you can connect a maximum of 6 Logitech wireless devices at a time by using just a single unifying receiver. This is awesome. Now, for connecting your Logitech devices using a unifying receiver, make sure that your device has an orange logo like this. One thing that I loved about this mouse is that the receiver that you get from this is actually bundled inside the mouse. There is an actually space in the back panel of the mouse to keep this unifying receiver. Now, this will actually ensure that you will never miss this unifying receiver. So I think this is really a handy feature of this mouse. Another special feature that I really liked about this mouse is that it has got a smart sleep mode. Yes, this mouse has got a smart sleep mode, which means that if you're not using the mouse for 10 to 15 minutes when it is on, then this mouse will automatically go to sleep mode, and then it consumes less battery. I think this is a really handy feature because it definitely expands your battery life of your mouse. One thing that I just forgot to tell you about this mouse is that its size. Now, it's a really compact size. As you can see that it really fits in my hand, and it's a bit smaller. As you can see, it's a bit smaller, but not that much smaller than Logitech B170 mouse, which is a really small mouse, and I don't recommend that mouse to everyone. And it's a good sized mouse. It's a smaller, but it's a really comfortable to use mouse. And another thing I just forgot to tell you is that it has a slight depression in both its right and left button, which really helps us to place your finger in a comfortable way, and also it's really useful when you're continuously using this for a long time. Now, moving on to the connectivity of this device, it uses an advanced 2.4 GHz wireless connectivity with unifying supported. That means it uses an unifying receiver for connecting this device. And also, connecting this mouse to your computer is a really simple thing. It's just plug and play. So what you need to do is you just need to insert the USB receiver to your any of the USB port of your laptop or desktop, and then turn on the mouse. As you turn on the mouse, you can see a green light as an indication, and this means that your mouse is turned on. So that's it, you are ready to use this mouse. Just plug and play. Now speaking about the battery life of this mouse, well, we get a AA battery bundle inside the mouse, and Logitech had claimed that it has a 12-month battery life. Well, is it actually true for every users? I don't think so, because Logitech in their documentation section has clearly mentioned about this. Yes, they have clearly mentioned that battery life may vary based on users and computing condition. So this indirectly means that if you're a heavy user, you won't probably get a 12-month battery life. And if you're an average user or a low-end user who uses a computer for around 1 to 2 hours a day, then I think you will probably get a 12-month battery life or sometime more than that. And one thing to notice here is that using your computer for a long time doesn't mean that you are actually using your mouse. Actual usage of mouse is when you are continuously moving the mouse pointer. For example, using your mouse while video editing, or even using your mouse while you are playing games. In these cases, you are actually using your mouse. There are other cases where you just partially use your mouse. For example, while watching movie. Yes, while watching movie, you just keep your mouse aside for a long time, and when you keep your mouse aside for a long time when it is on, then this mouse will automatically go to sleep mode. Then after, it consumes less battery, thereby it increases the battery life of the mouse. So in these cases, when you're using your computer for more than 5 or 6 hours per day, then also you will get a battery life for around 12 months or even more than 12 months. Now moving on to the next thing, OS compatibility. Well, this mouse is compatible with almost all the OS. It's compatible with Windows 7 or later, Mac OS X 10.5 or later, Linux, Chrome OS, and also it is supportable with Android, though officially Logitech had not mentioned that it supports in Android, but I tested this with my Android phone, and as you can see that this also works in my Android phone. Now moving on to the real thing, the performance of this mouse. Well, I have been using this mouse for around 8 months and I'm pretty well impressed with this performance, and it was really a smooth experience while using this mouse. As you can see that I use an dual monitor setup, and I do all the basic stuffs like web browsing, copying a file from one place to another, dragging a file from one monitor to another monitor, some basic video editing, and also a bit of gaming. And this mouse works really fine for doing all these stuffs. Now, is this mouse actually for everyone? Well, to be straightforward, no. If you're a professional gamer or if you're looking for playing a really high-end game in your PC, then I don't recommend this mouse to you. Because professional gamer, for running their game smoothly enough, they usually change the DPI and also sensitivity of the mouse. But in this case, this mouse does not have a dedicated DPI button, so you cannot change the DPI of this mouse. And gaming mouse actually comes with some customizable button which you can customize according to your need, and this will actually enhance your gaming experience. So I personally recommend you to go for a little bit higher end gaming mouse like Dragonwar ELE G9 wired mouse, which has a DPI button and also which it has some customizable buttons, and this gaming mouse can perform slightly better than this Logitech mouse. But still, 1000 DPI is not that much bad for gaming. You can pretty well play all the games and you will get a pretty decent experience while playing it. Well, if you're a gamer and you just need to experience the wireless mouse, especially around in low budget or especially around an 800 rupees, then you can definitely go for this mouse, because this mouse will perform really well as compared to other wireless mouse at this price tag. But still, if your intention is only gaming, that is you only use your computer for gaming and you just have an low budget, that is you just have an 800 or 900 rupees, then I personally recommend you to go for an wired gaming mouse instead of an wireless normal mouse, because this will actually enhance your gaming performance. But if you're a casual gamer and you use your computer for doing all the basic stuff and also you use your computer for video editing, especially video editing, then I think this is the best mouse that you can get around this price tag. because I personally use this mouse for video editing and I'm really impressed with this performance. So if you're a person who uses a computer for doing some basic stuff and also some high-end video editing and also a little bit of gaming, then I think this is the best that you can get. You can definitely go for this because this mouse is going to really impress you. Now let's actually look at the pros and cons of this mouse. Starting with the pros. Firstly, this mouse works in any surface except glass. This is due to the technology that it uses. It uses a completely different technology called an advanced optical technology, which makes this mouse to be used in any surface except glass. Now, next up, the unifying receiver. Yes, you get a unifying receiver with this Logitech mouse. And usually, company won't provide you an unifying receiver, especially in this low price tag. But still, Logitech has provided us with an unifying receiver. I think that's a really great deal because you can connect a maximum of 6 Logitech wireless devices at a time using a single unifying receiver. Now, next up, the build quality. This mouse has an extremely good build quality and it has some rubberized sides which actually makes you feel really comfortable when you are using this mouse. And also, if a company gives you a 3-year warranty for its product, then you probably can guess its build quality from that. Now, next thing. Portability. Well, this mouse is actually portable because of 2 reasons. First one, it has a compact and a small size. Second one, the receiver that we get from this mouse is actually bundled inside the mouse. So these 2 things make this mouse really portable. Now the next thing, the installation process of this mouse. Well, this mouse has the simplest installation process. You just need to insert your unifying receiver to your USB port, then you are ready to use this mouse. That's it. Just plug and play. Now we are done with all its pros. Now let's actually see what are the cons of this mouse. Firstly, this mouse is not for really high-end gaming. Well, if you are only using this mouse for gaming, then I suggest you to opt an wired gaming mouse or a little bit higher budget wireless gaming mouse because this will actually improve your gaming experience. Secondly, its size. Well, this might be a pro or a con depending on the person. So if you're a person with a really bigger hand, you might feel this mouse as a little bit smaller. So I don't recommend this mouse for those because you might feel a little bit discomfortable while using this mouse. So that was it for our review. And now if you have any question regarding the mouse, feel free to ask me in this comment below and I will definitely answer those. And also if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button right into this video and also share this video to your friends and family members who are really in search of a good wireless budget mouse. And also if you love this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notified when I just post my new videos. Well, it's time to go. So lastly, my name is Vignesh and you have been watching DV Tech Chats and I will catch you guys in my next one. Boom.